Good morning from me. Is it good afternoon over there for you guys, or good evening? How is everyone? How is everyone doing? Are Queensland going to actually try this game? They've got a lot of proving to do, I think. Hey, Lando. The awkward moment, the players in their dressing room, just before the game starts. Yeah, they're wanting the game to hurry up and get going. Hi, Rich. Nitro, hi, mate. Well, you say it's going to be a close game for sure. It wasn't the first one. So I said Queensland have got some work to do, haven't they? Only my mum calls me Robert. Hi, Matty. We'll see if we can get some. We can see if we get some banter from the Aussies and the English over here, or the Brits. So we got some predictions. What are the predictions for the game, guys? I'll go first. Yeah, I'm going to say New South Wales are going to win. I don't think, by the last scoreline, I do not think Queensland can bring it back. Yeah, I'm going New South Wales for a 2-0 win. Queensland, we got people wanting Queensland. Yeah, we're getting Queensland. People are thinking Queensland are gonna. I don't know. Victoria have got Aussie rules. Stop moaning. Stop moaning. It's quite split. So it is split. A lot of you are saying, Queensland. A lot of you are saying New South Wales. I'm amazed that after how badly Queensland lost, I'm amazed that so many of you are actually saying that. But I'm going for New South Wales, even though I don't like the colour blue. But well, I'm not from Victoria. Chill out, Matty. Morning, Gareth. We should have a good turnout today, I think. Plenty of people, plenty of chat. Plenty of going on. Once again, if you don't have access to the game, Discord. I'm showing the game in Discord so that it'll be accessible for everyone. Yeah, I'm with you, Gareth. New South Wales for me. I sound like a FIFA commentator. Mate, if I can be paid to be the commentator on FIFA, I happily would. I do not mind that at all. Oh. That's disappointing. So I hear. So this is the sort of stats that you hear all the time when you watch sports things. You know, oh, they haven't won at a certain place in 3 years. But what does that even mean? Like, what does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? What is they've not won in however many games or whatever? It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean they won't win today. My stream is Sky Sports. Yeah, stream is Sky Sports. Kelly, love your content. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Genwill. Since starting my YouTube channel, I've really got into rugby league and rugby union. So it's been a long weekend of rugby. We've had the England versus Combined Nation All Stars on Friday. Then we had the Lions versus Japan yesterday, and Exeter versus Harlequins yesterday, and now this. I'm going to need a long rest later on today because I'm going to be rugbyed out. Yeah, like I said, once again, guys, if you don't have access to the game, you're welcome to join the Discord and watch it on there. Because I'm such a nice guy. It was. Oh, Gareth, did you end up enjoying the Lions game? Because I know you watched the Lions game a little bit later. I didn't. I was going to watch a little bit of the last. I was going to watch the last bit of the AFL today, but I was in bed and I was exhausted, so I didn't bother in the end. So no, I didn't see it. Oh, honestly, some people keep asking. Discord's there. Look at the pin post. The game is available for everyone, alright? Oh, man. You want that chair? Nice, eh? There was, yeah, so I bought my Secret Labs chair because, obviously, I bought the Secret Labs chair when lockdown started because I thought, well, I'm going to be spending a lot of time on my computer playing computer games and whatnot. So I thought I will invest. I will invest in a decent chair. The only problem now, I'm still sitting in my chair all day long and my back is still killing me. Although it's a lovely chair and it gets me through the day further than a crappy old chair, the pain in my back is still there. Any questions? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Once again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I try and do plenty of watch-alongs, plenty of streams. The Discord's always there for people. Yeah. Let's have a look. Anyone got any decent questions or comments? Plans for the rest of the day... Like I said, I've got a bowls match to go play, a quarterfinals sort of a bowls singles. So yeah, that is my plan for the day, and then I'm going to relax in the evening, maybe watch some football, but probably depends if the wife will let me. Like I said, I've kind of abandoned the wife this weekend, and she hasn't been impressed with me. So there may be a divorce if I don't spend some more time with her. So yeah, that's my sort of plan for the afternoon and the rest of the day. Yeah. Yeah, Queensland have not been doing well, have they? They've not been doing well. Yeah, Emily, 393. I reckon we will get to 400 Discord. We'll get to 400 Discord by the end of this game, I reckon. And this is the thing, guys. With the Discord, with these live watch-alongs, join in the chat. That is what they're for. There's loads of different channels in the Discord. We've got all the sports, rugby, Aussie rules, etc. So join the conversation. I also have the notifications that let you know, obviously, when I post a new video, which is every day. So yeah, join in. They haven't been allowed to do well. You say that, whatever it is. You say they haven't been allowed to do well, but bear in mind they've made some mistakes. The interception try, they made the mistake. You know, it wasn't New South Wales that forced them to make the mistake. So I don't know about that. However, New South Wales have been pretty tight and good. Kian, hiya, mate. I'm sorry, buddy. If the Discord's not working, then there's not a lot I can do about that. Big Oz, your cousin is big into bowls. Bowls is brilliant, and obviously it's known as, especially over here, lawn bowls is known as very much an old person's sport. But there are young people playing, me and my wife, for example. It's now 11:46 in the morning. Lawn bowls is not played in schools in Oz. You've got to be lying. Surely not. I know in Australia more younger people do play it, I think. But yeah, now, I could do some lawn bowls reaction videos, but I just can't see... I can't see many people wanting to watch lawn bowls. Wow, fair enough. That's insane that it's part of your school. That's pretty cool. Harder than you think. 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks isn't long enough. Gavin, I have watched Crackerjack. I watched it a few weeks ago. If you enjoy bowls, lawn bowls, there's an English film called Blackjack, which is really, really good as well. Yeah, what I enjoyed about the film Crackerjack was obviously it's a fair few years old now, and it's from Australia, but everything I saw is basically the same over here. Like the AGM meetings when everyone has to second I'll second that, Angela, and all that sort of stuff. It's so funny how it still translates to the UK. Yeah, it's quite funny. What music do I like? Music-wise, I like a lot of stuff. I don't really like rap and R&B. Not a massive fan of that, but I like indie music. I like rock music. One of my favourite bands are bands like Goldfinger, The Wombats, Pigeon Detectives. Sum 41 is my favourite band. Sum 41 is literally my favourite band. Yeah, that sort of music. A lot of indie, punk rock, pop rock. Songs that you can sort of... songs that you can sort of sing along to. Yeah. LGT Fire. I went for New South Wales to start off with. Simply the fact that they absolutely destroyed Queensland in the first game. No, I'm a Radio 2 listener. I listen to Radio 2. I like the only time I really listen to the radio is when I'm driving, or if because I'm a dog walker, I put an earbud in when I'm walking the dogs. So Radio 2 over here, which is sort of plays everything. But I like a bit of Ken Bruce in the morning, and then from 12 o'clock midday you listen to a bit of Jeremy Vine on some having a little chat. Thunder. I've never heard of the band Thunder. Bill, give it a rest, mate. Bill, I've told you what you have to do to watch the game. Pop Master. Even though, what annoys me of Radio 2 is when Radio 1 hosts move across to Radio 2. And let's be honest, there's a reason why I don't listen to Radio 1. It's because they're always too happy. Anyway. Yeah. If you don't stop for Popmaster, then there's something wrong with you guys. Not that you guys will know what Popmaster is unless you're from England, I'm sure. Radio 1 does suck. I realise that. Da-da-da. I really want the second half to really heat up. I really want Queensland to really bring it a bit closer. Tim, well, the idea is obviously can't do anything really until next year because of all the uncertainty, and what I'm going to try and do is basically save up anything I make from YouTube and take a trip down to Australia next year. It'll be obviously in our summertime, won't it? And it's your winter time, so hopefully it won't be too cold. I don't really want to go from being cold to being cold, but I'm hopefully going to go down to Sydney, probably Sydney next year. And I say Sydney because my dad has a long lost cousin that lives about 40 minutes outside of Sydney, so it might save some money because Australia is expensive compared to over here, relatively. So yeah, hopefully next year I would love to go see an Aussie Rules game. That would be amazing. Fingers crossed. The only problem is flights are so expensive. Like I think a return flight for two is about £1,600, which is roughly double in Aussie Rules. So yeah, it's just making sure I've got the money. I tell you what, it's an amazing summer, isn't it? With everything that's kind of gone on, the summer so far is you've got the Lions tour, the football Euros, you've got the Olympics, you've got the Rugby League World Cup. There is so much going on sports-wise. It's insane. It's so good. There is so much going on sports-wise. And it's since starting doing the YouTube channel, I think I'm about 4 months in now. 4 months in, I think, doing the YouTube stuff. I have watched so much sport than I normally would have. And bearing in mind, I'm a sports person. You know, I'm a football I'm a football referee, coach, used to play, I'm a fan. But I never actually ended up watching much because football, soccer is so boring. After watching rugby and now Aussie rules, Jesus, football is so boring. Soccer, that is. The problem is you can't really get flights until a little bit closer to the time as well. Cheers, bloods. I am now a Swan, so that's a good start.
It's just the skill, but at the speed in which they attack. It's the unstructured play after the structured play.
Can you really see now in the third game, even now, can you really see Queensland doing anything? This is gonna, if I'm honest, this is gonna be 3-0. This is gonna be 3-0 in the series to New South Wales. Can you see it going any other way? I can't. Queensland have been absolutely useless. They haven't lost quite as bad as they did in the first series, but they've done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. Yeah, you want to at least get on the scoreboard. You don't want to be whitewashed. Whitewashed is embarrassing. Time check is 70:50. Aiden, don't bring up the Swans, mate, especially if we've just lost. You beat Swans by about 10 points, I think, didn't you? Forward. Come on, Queensland, you got 9 minutes to get something.
I'll go to Billy Slater. Billy, where did Queensland go from here, mate, moving forward?
Yeah, it's a tough question to answer right now, Joey. At the moment, this series is 76-6, the scoreline.
76-6 is the scoreline overall. It's not good, is it?
They need to find their attack. I think they held it with New South Wales early, but they just got shown up with the footy in hand and everyone being on the same page. So they need to find their attack somehow.
Maybe those two will feature in the future that you're talking about, Bill and Andrew.
Well, Ponga comes back, Harry Grant's back. Comes back.
And add that face to the other two you just saw.
One more. One more. No. No, not even now.
Was about to change. Zania.
That's what wins your Origin games. That scramble.
Welch. Nice field. Murray making the tackle on the much bigger man.
Just kick it over the post. Just get a single point would be good. Fuck! No. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it, did he?
Look at the reaction of the Blues.
I don't think... Wales certainly didn't think he got the try. And it didn't look like he had the ball under control.
Have a look at the reaction.
Caulfield is onside from the kick chase.
No try, surely not.
Caulfield takes possession of the ball.
It slips. No try. Once again, they fluff their lines again.
Brian To'o's arms are around the hands. Caulfield loses possession and makes contact with Brian To'o.
No try. This is the point.
Desperation, isn't it, Joey?
That's now 3 tries they could have got, and they absolutely fluff their lines.
Wales players scrambling across to save
It's yeah.
The reaction.
Do we use the term they're not clinical enough? Not good. Not good.
Look, the game's won, the series won. But look at Toto. It just means something to him. And you watch the Blues players, they come from everywhere. Look at the reaction.
Well, they know. They understand that these are the moments that win Origin games. You can't pick and choose those moments. You've got to have them in your game all the time.
Aiden, you know it wasn't a try, mate. You know it wasn't a try.
That is an Origin play.
He just didn't give up on the play. He just competed.
How do I pronounce that? Deja? Deja? Hi, Deja. I'm going to say it's Deja. Down there. Down there if you want to know how long's left.
Great tackle from. There's some good decisions on that side of the field. Luai's come out a couple of times and shut the play.
The problem is, you say
Right decision.
in a normal club game they would score that try, but the defence is so much better in Origins. But surely the attack is also better. Every level should be better, so there's no reason why they shouldn't be scoring the tries.
NRL state of mind with mental health affecting almost 1 in 2 Australians. As they score together, we're always running in support. To learn how to get or give help, go to nrl.com/state of
The wife is home. Did you win?
I didn't play much.
Oh, you didn't play a match. Okay.
We just practiced.
Origin game. And played out here at some turn, and the ball was taken, and he's come back in.
What? No, couldn't shuffle him.
Who will play the ball 25 out? And the ball is bouncing for you. It's a little bit different.
Gareth has said good morning to you.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Time check 74:53. Yeah, it's almost over.
10 metres out, looking for another try. Cleary.
Oh! So squeeze through. They're a couple of yards out. Couple of yards out. Still got 3 tackles left. Oh. Got it? No. If you're from Queensland, are you a little bit embarrassed now? Not that you've got a reason to be embarrassed of yourself, but are you embarrassed for your team? Because they have been woeful. They have really been woeful. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Queensland? And what are your thoughts if you're from New South Wales? I think on a plus side, at least the score wasn't as bad as the first match. But even then, to not even score a try isn't great, is it? No, they've not scored a try at all. She's gone. She's gone in the living room to not make any noise.
Crichton away. Luai offloading for Paulo. Behind one, going back to Cleary.
3 minutes left of the game.
His way to the ground. Tedesco out of attack.
So yeah, I suppose I said I didn't watch the first game because it was a Wednesday morning, the first game, and therefore some people have to work. But anything's better than what, 50 odd points difference.
Down for Coates. Fins away. Tackle of Murray.
Picking an Australian team tomorrow. Huge chunk coming from the New South Wales team. Going to be a big debate about the halfback position. For Nathan Cleary, it's his time.
They just can't do anything. Queensland have got no final product at all. Cheers, Lambo. I'm glad that I've been able to provide a service for how many people at the moment? 34, but we've had about 40 odd people in the watching the live stream on Discord, so that's cool. I'm happy to go for the ref. Well, there it is. there it is. A clear, confident victory from New South Wales. As I said, Queensland just had nothing. They no final product, and I think that was their problem. It was the final product. You know, you can't win if you don't score, and that's the same in all sports. So yeah, fairly disappointed. I suppose Queensland did better than they did. They did better than they did in the first game. But once again, if this is the way they perform, they're not gonna be winning the third game either, are they? So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's been a pleasure having the Aussies, the English. It was at a decent time for us, at least. Thanks, guys. Yeah, honestly, it means a lot that so many people once again have joined. It's been a really good weekend of rugby, league and union. Cheers, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Once again, I said thank you so much. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. In the Discord server, I've got a schedule. I've got a schedule that goes up with any live watch-alongs as well, and there's plenty of chat that can go on in there. So make sure you do join the Discord. Like, subscribe. Yeah. I will catch you next time. Have a good rest of your weekend. For Aussies, have a good week, as your weekend is basically over. Cheers, guys. Any suggestions for videos as well, especially seeing as this was a rugby league. Any suggestions for National Rugby League, stick them in the Discord suggestions and I will do my best to get to them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going, even though everyone's still commenting. Have a nice weekend. Rest of your weekend. Over and out.